Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News, and today we have a ton of juicy crypto news to cover. But before we get into any of that, make sure that you go ahead and press that like button on the video. And if you're looking for a platform to trade, make sure you check out all the links down below as there are a ton of them. Having said that, today the crypto market is not in the best of positions, even though it's not doing bad. So roughly the entire crypto market is down about 1.5% today, even though the market cap is still 10% above a trillion at 1.1 trillion. Bitcoin is down 2.7%, XRP is down 2.4%, and we're going to say that even though the average is 1.5, it's looking as if the average is about 2 point something, just looking at the top 10 right here. Now, pretty recently, I think yesterday and the day before, we covered our thoughts regarding Bitcoin and how this pump was pretty much what we expected, even though I honestly believe we would actually range a little bit higher. We did not get the confirmation, right? We got the breakout candle, we did not get the confirmation candle, and we basically got rejected. Right now, we're still hovering within the zone where I basically told you guys earlier, the moment that we break down, I'm looking for a potential short all the way towards 22.5, just watching it like that already. And I guess from this perspective, you can see here, most likely we're going to just come back into this zone and continue on with our continuation pattern, where again, we're only going to open up a short the moment that we break 19,000, most likely all the way towards 16,000 though. That's a very negative scenario. But then my macro is still that I'm believing Bitcoin is going to hit about 28,000 or so in this summer relief rally, as a lot of altcoins recently were pumping, doing well. There's a lot of hype regarding Ethereum. And even XRP, for example, had a pretty juicy pump. You can see here where it came back to. It's just retesting. Could not get itself a proper close, though. However, there's something very important happening today, and it actually has to do with the moving average for Bitcoin. I'm not sure if I have it in there. I actually do. So what we can see right here is everything below the pink is the 200 moving average, is below the 200 moving average. Today, we're actually, after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe, weeks below the 200 weekly moving average, we're finally going to get our first positive close, or our first close above the 200 weekly moving average. Now, this is extremely bullish for Bitcoin, as historically, it's proven that every single time you are below the 200 moving average, if you buy at that point, well, the next couple of weeks are most likely juicy. And again, you can look back for the last 7 or even 10 years maybe and see that indeed the pi cycle bottom, the indicator which we usually use, is a good indicator. The oversold RSI is a good indicator, and the 200 weekly moving average is a good indicator. And right now, all of them are flashing that the last couple of weeks were a very, very good spot to buy, at least for this initial relief rally. What happens after we've hit 27 or 28,000 is yet to be seen. But even though on the short term, right, we can still fall back today. Some crazy stuff can happen. As long as we don't fall below, I'm going to say 22.7 thousand, which will be another $1,000 drop today. Then we're going to have this positive close and things are looking pretty damn juicy for the next couple of weeks. If it goes back down below the 200 weekly moving average, that's the first time in Bitcoin's history in a very long time that it's actually done that. So yeah, just letting you guys in on the little scoop surrounding that. Let's now go through a couple of crypto news pieces in rapid pace. So Aave, you guys know, one of my favorite cryptos, the Aave DAO has actually approved now, or their vote got approved, for the creation of their own Go stablecoin. Just got done. 3-day vote ended with almost 100% approval for their own stablecoin, so it is going to happen. There was a little controversy regarding Solana. Solana is a ticking time bomb, is what was said. Ether proponents reject comparisons to Sol. So it's basically the Ethereum community not being too happy to be compared with Solana right here, as obviously Solana's had its own troubles, but it's been kind of funny to watch this. As obviously a lot of the people that I know, they love Solana. They're really big Solana, even maximalists, some of them. But I can also understand why an Ethereum maxi is really not on the bandwagon for Solana, as it's a lot more centralized, but more importantly, it's not in any way, shape, or form really comparable in the way in which they work. So yeah, if you compare the Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum, they're very similar. Because, I mean, if you compare Tron and Ethereum, they're very similar. Cardano might actually also work. But Solana, proof of history, proof of work, it's not really that similar at all. There's a thing that the Binance CEO just said. He explains why stablecoin dominance is bullish for crypto. So what has been growing, right, is the dominance of stablecoins in the market. And some people might think, well, it's bearish because the more stablecoins that they're hoarding, the more they think the price is going to go lower, or the more that they've given up on crypto, really, right? Well, logically, it's the opposite. The more they hold in stablecoin, the more they believe in crypto. Otherwise, well, why would you hold stablecoin? Get yourself out of stablecoin then. And the stablecoin amounts should actually drop if people lose their faith in crypto. This is a common misconception. Even though Terra went down and had a big trouble, there's right now $140 billion combined in stablecoins. Now, to make it clear, guys, I still believe that so many bottom indicators have flashed. And we even have the 2-weekly RSI that I showcased to you guys yesterday. Let me quickly see if I can pop it up again. Here we go. Even this 2-weekly RSI showcase as well. If you just buy every single time that the RSI is in this oversold territory, you just are making the best of decisions. It just has worked for the last 11 years since the creation of Bitcoin. Why would it not work now? Again, it can always stop working, right? History is it's kind of good for nothing in the sense that you don't know what the future is going to bring, regardless of how something has acted in the past. But in my own opinion, indeed, if it's worked this many times in a row before, every single time RSI is overbought and oversold, it acts in the exact same manner. I personally think as well, it's a pretty good idea to try your odds on that one. Let me. Oh, I got lagged for a little second. I wanted to say that you try your odds on that one, that it's worth a try, worth the risk, so to speak. But yeah. All right, Shiba Inu team teases community with mysterious video. Shiba Inu has been going at it for a little bit. Last couple of days have been really interesting regarding Shiba. I also covered this, right, over on my Twitter. 225 million Shiba burned as the burn rate soars 414% overnight. I'm not so sure what's happening to Shiba. People are getting crazy excited, and a lot of news is being released regarding it. It's after the amazing gaming studio was announced earlier, and they're doing a lot for Shiba. I think it's because recently they've been trying to step away from being this meme coin, and now they're going to go for a lot of announcements in a very short amount of time. Then it gets to one of my favorite cryptos out of everything. And by the way, guys, comment down below right now what your favorite crypto is. I'm kind of interested to see what your favorite crypto would be. Assessing Polygon's comeback as Q3 paints new hopes for Matic holders. Let me just summarize it like this. Polygon Matic is increasing drastically over the last couple of weeks. You could say last couple of months, last year or so. But the amount of usage and the amount of everything for Polygon has just been absolutely wild. They've got some of the craziest partnerships, which we've covered this week. We got ourselves Mercedes. We got ourselves Disney. A lot of people were not excited about that one, but they're doing a really, really good job recently. And for that reason alone, I've actually been hoarding quite a significant sum. It's only now that I've kind of stopped because the price is pretty high relatively to where I bought the last couple of months. But it's honestly one of my biggest holds, or at least become one of my biggest holds over the last couple of months, purely because of everything that's been going on with it. There's also a little bit of news regarding Axie Infinity. This was interesting. The Axie Infinity CEO apparently moved $3 million worth of tokens just before the $622 million hack. And a lot of people are going crazy about it now. Was this an inside job? What happened right there? The Axie Infinity chief denies insider trading, says the firm was fighting short sellers. There's some logical explanation for it, sure, but a lot of people are very, very skeptical regarding it right now. And then we also have one Ripple XRP article. Ripple buyback millions of XRP off the secondary market as ODL gains global momentum. As ODL adoption spikes, Ripple said it would continue to purchase XRP from the secondary markets. Leading blockchain company Ripple disclosed in its recently published Q2 report that it has been buying back XRP off of the secondary market. The blockchain company noted that the purpose of the XRP buyback initiative is to sell the acquired crypto asset to on-demand liquidity businesses. According to Ripple, the adoption of its ODL solution has grown tremendously in the previous quarter. ODL volumes surged 9 times year over year. Notably, ODL customers have been utilizing the solution beyond domestic remittance and individual payments to bulk payments and treasury flows. Quote, Ripple has been a buyer of XRP in the secondary market, so from you and I, and expects to continue to undertake purchases at future market prices as ODL continues to gain global momentum, end quote. An excerpt from Ripple's Q2 financial report reads, on-demand liquidity volume grew 9 times in the second quarter of 2022, and in Q2 alone, Ripple sold $408 million worth of XRP to ODL customers, which is up from the $273 million worth of XRP in the previous quarter. The total sales of XRP made by Ripple to ODL customers in Q2 represents 0.47% of the global XRP volume in the quarter. Meanwhile, Ripple plans to continue buying XRP from the secondary market to serve as ODL customers, and has sparked concerns among XRP investors. Well, this last part, I think, is from people that do not understand properly exactly why this is continuing to go on like this. So the way I can describe it easily to you is Ripple has access to a lot of XRP every single month, and they can do with it as they please. However, it is written, and they've gone about it this way for years now, ever since the XRP was locked up, that they're utilizing that XRP to help out the XRP ecosystem as much as possible. Now, for all of you that do not know, ODL is on-demand liquidity. It is part of RippleNet's solution that uses XRP. If there's any new client hopping on, they need XRP, or at least they need to buy XRP or get acquainted with XRP to utilize all this. And as we said a couple of times before, whatever investment they need to make to get these partners to sign up, most likely any single partnership that they make is worth it. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't go about it. I'm not so sure why people think this is a concern, because you're basically buying XRP for the reason that it's going to be used everywhere by everything. And if you think that you can get that for free, basically, everybody's going to sign up without you having to put some sort of work in, or some sort of agreement, or some sort of deal, I personally think that's nonsense. And I like to describe it to, I guess, a lot of other crypto companies like Algorand, for example. Algorand, by far one of my favorite cryptos. Solana, again, a really good crypto in my own opinion, if you look at the platform and how fast it is and whatnot. But I know from having the inside scoop, I guess, or just being in crypto for a long while, that the early investors are selling on you every single day. Specifically with Algorand, why do you think the price is going down so much? Because the investors, the early investors, are selling it very freaking hard. Even though I'm bullish, they're selling it on top of your ass every single day. With XRP, a lot of this XRP, everything, is already unlocked. Then again, Ripple has a lot of it, which is locked again in escrow, and a part of it comes out. At the end of the day, it's not so different from any other crypto company. It's just that they're more open and honest about it with what exactly they do to get to some sort of goal. And so concerns, well, why would it concern you exactly what's happening right here? They're buying it from the secondary market, potentially even with XRP that they've gotten, that they've sold before, where they got the money from. But at the end of the day, if they make some sort of deal with the company where they purchase XRP off of Ripple, for example, for a better deal or anything along those lines, to me, it doesn't really matter exactly. As long as, they're making progress to getting this system everywhere. If you believe in XRP changing the financial system or getting a part in that, yeah, some sacrifices, I guess, have to be made, or some investment need to be made. And personally, I think a lot of this stuff is good rather than bad. But hey, maybe that's just my ignorant opinion, all right? Yeah, having said that, that is it for today's video, guys. So hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today. Yeah, I'm still excited about crypto as much as ever. And I'll see you guys again in another one.